honestly just feels so weird and unreal. Can't even believe it. I'm trying to pinch myself and be like, this is, you're living here now. Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. I'm really excited to be back on YouTube since I've been kind of absent with videos lately, which has been due to the fact that I haven't been so motivated and a lot of things have been going on in my life. But right now I'm really excited to get back and make more videos. So let's get right into it. Today's video is going to be a life update video. A lot of things have changed in my life right now, and I have actually moved away from Germany, and right now I am sitting in my new apartment in Cape Town, and it honestly just feels so weird and unreal. Like, I can't even believe it. I have to pinch myself and be like, this is, you're living here now, and I can't really believe it. It feels so weird. Yeah, basically, I'm going to tell you the story now so you know what's going on about my life and what's happened. So basically, in May 2014, I graduated from an international school with the IB, and I kind of already knew in my last year that I wanted to take a gap year and travel because I wasn't sure of what I wanted to do at university and I had a lot of different interests. So I took a gap year, and my plan was initially to start uni afterwards, figure everything out in that 1 year. However, I didn't figure everything out, and Jolie also graduated after that 1 year, and I was really excited because that meant I finally had someone to travel with. So I took a second gap year, and after that second gap year, and after having seen a lot of amazing places in the world, it just didn't feel right to stay in Munich and study there, just because of the fact that somehow when I was abroad in certain places, I just felt like a completely different person. I felt like life was so different just because of the vibe, people, and life just felt so much easier. For example, when you're sometimes everything seems to go right and you don't have to force things, things come into your life, people come into your life, you get emails, things just flow naturally, you know what I mean? Whereas other times you just have to force everything, you have to push yourself, and nothing seems to go the way you want it to. And for me, it was when I was in some certain places that felt really powerful. I don't know how to say it, but I felt really comfortable. Everything seemed to go so well. For example, Cape Town or Bali, those are my two favorite places ever in the whole world. And when I was there, I just felt like a completely different Janine, and I was just so much happier. And when I was in Munich, I just didn't feel that way. I don't think it's Munich. I liked to be away and to see more than just a place where I came from. And so anyway, I had considered a couple of places for studying abroad because I really wanted to study abroad, especially since I had done the IB, so I felt like I did the IB, I should, make use of it and go somewhere outside of Germany. I had, what places did I consider? I think I considered Barcelona or London, but in the end, I just asked myself, Jean, your favorite place in the world is Cape Town. Why don't you go study there? And I was makes sense, so I talked to a couple of people here and I asked them about it, and UCT, the University of Cape Town, sounded like quite a good, acceptable university. And I checked out their courses, and they had a Bachelor of Arts, which seemed like something I really wanted to do. I'm just going to quickly explain it to you because I didn't know what it was, and a lot of people don't know what it is. And it's basically a pretty general degree. So in the first year, you pick 4 subjects, and of those 4 subjects, after the first year, you pick 2 that you want to focus and major in. So those 2 subjects you take for the whole 3 years, and they're your majors, and the other 2 subjects you can change every year. So you can switch it up and learn lots of new things and kind of try out different things. I don't know, I'm not going to say too much because I haven't started yet, so that's just what I heard, and that's how I think it works. And to me personally, it seems like quite a good option, especially since in school I always liked a lot of different subjects. I wasn't just a humanities person or just a language person. I was very interested in lots of different things. So I felt that if I would go to university and just pick one subject, I would kind of restrict myself of learning all these other things that I would be interested in. So basically, I think the subjects I'm kind of interested in right now that I think I'm going to do my first year are media and writing, English literature, business, because I think it's good to have some basic knowledge in that area, and maybe French. The thing is, I really like languages, and I love analyzing texts and writing things. So I think I want to go in that writing bit. Anyway, university here only starts in February, which is kind of funny because I was supposed to take 1 gap year and then turn into 2, and now the university here only starts in February. I'm going to take 2.5 gap years, and most of my friends are going to be finished half a year after I start, which is going to be fun, but I don't regret my choice for like a second. Like I don't, it's like taking a gap year or taking 2.5 gap years was the best decision of my life. It made me into the person that I am now. It got me to start with my blog, with my Instagram, with my YouTube. It got me to be amazing people, like to discover what I really love and where I want to be in life. And I don't think I would be the same person if I didn't do it. Anyway, funny thing is that Julia also applied for the same course and also got accepted for the same course as I did. And now we're going to start university together, which I think is going to be a bit weird, especially since, you know, I was always above her in school, like a year above her, and now we're going to be together. And it's just going to be really strange, but I think it's going to be fun because since we've started traveling together, we're like Siamese twins. It's kind of weird. Like we wear the same clothes and we like the same things, and it's kind of creepy. Like we get along so well. I mean, like of course we fight as well, but we've just turned into like best friends now, which I think is great to have a sister that I have as a best friend as well. Anyway, university here only starts in February, and now it's end of September. And we have moved into our apartment here, and our apartment, like I love it so much, and it's actually my first ever own apartment, and I'm so excited about it because before I always lived at home in Munich with my parents. I just really felt like I needed to move out and start my own life because there's just so many new things that you learn, like you get Wi-Fi, like you know, like kind of things that you know you need to know as a person and that I feel are important to learn. So I'm excited that I have moved out. We went here actually like a month ago to Cape Town to check out a couple of apartments, and it was like a funny story because we looked at a couple and there was one which was okay, and we were like, okay, it's alright, like we could move into there, but it just didn't feel right, you know, when you're like, this is good and it's logical, but it just doesn't feel right. And then like a day before we left, I found this place online. I was like, okay, we need to check this out, let's check this out. We went there, we're like, this is it, like it's so perfect and I love it so much, and I feel so lucky that we got it. I can't wait to show it to you guys. Let me know, like right now we only have our 2 beds and we don't have like sofas or anything yet, but once it's kind of put together, I really want to do an apartment tour because I think you're gonna like it, but let me know if you even want to see that. Yeah, I just think Cape Town is a really awesome place. I mean, I think like every place has its like ups and downs and pros and cons. And of course there are some things that you know are not going perfectly well here in South Africa. But I very much look forward to spending the next 3 years once I study here. I'm so excited for what's to come because I honestly have no clue. Like right now I just sit in my bed sometimes and it just feels like I haven't realized everything yet, and I don't know how everything's going to turn out. What I want to like also bring across in this video is that you should always kind of follow your heart and see where life takes you, like where you want to go, and just don't do things because they seem right, they're like accepted by society or your parents tell you to do them or because they seem logical. Those are like the reasons why you should never do things. You should do things because you feel like they're right, because you love them. Because generally I don't think you're ever going to be successful in life if you just stick to the beaten path and just do things because you should do them. For me, maybe taking 2.5 gap years wasn't the most logical thing ever, and maybe going to South Africa isn't the most socially accepted idea, but it just feels right and it feels like I'm doing something that I want to do, that you know is good for me as a person. So don't let people tell you what to do, just follow your heart, follow your intuition, and see where life takes you. Travel a lot because that's like my favorite thing to do. Anyway guys, I have a lot of videos planned in my head already, and I would love to hear from you what kind of videos you want to see. The next video that I'm planning to film this week is a Q&A video. So hit me up with like any questions you have in the comments below, and I'm going to answer them in the Q&A video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram because there I update you daily with everything I do. You can see more pictures of my life here in Cape Town. And yeah, I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye bye!